Good evening and happy new year to all long distance ski fans out there watching this Ski Classics live session stream. This weekend there are two exciting Pro Tour races coming up in Italy. The Zinnen Ski Marathon and La Venosta ITT, a race that goes from Kaprun to Melago. And this season is really kicking off now, and today you will meet some of the favorites for these two races and of course for the whole season. I'm Teemu Virtanen, your host, and for all media people joining us today, please remember to raise your hand whenever you have a question for any of these interviewees, and I will let you in. And as last time, let's start this session with the CEO of Ski Classics, David Nilsson. Good to have you here as always, David. You look happy. You had a good break, I think. You're ready to rumble again, correct?
Thank you very much. Good to be here again. Yeah, I'm happy. It's been a long time since last event, almost a month, so it feels like forever. But we are now down in the Alps again, and you can't get out of thing other than happy when you see the sun, the blue sky, and new fresh snow.
This is a bit of a special weekend. I mean, we have had back-to-back races, but this is the first time that two races in different locations with the two different organizers, with two different LOCs. Why this decision? What made you come up with something like that?
But we've been thinking about that opportunity for a long time. We've seen, of course, since we follow cycling in the summer, that the big tours, for example, Tour de France, they do 21 races in less than a month, and we of course see the possibility to what that could mean in the future if we do similar things and what that could be in the next step. But so we wanted to test it for a long time, having two events in back-to-back, but in different locations, as you say, and also with different LOCs, which is a little bit special because the cycling race normally is so organized in both days. Here we have two different LOCs we have to integrate in Saturday and Sunday. And that's a big challenge and great opportunity. So we will try it, we will evaluate it and see plus and minus if there's something we can do more, because we see the potential to our weekends are getting more or less full, but there's still a lot of good races that we could maybe implement in the calendar if we had them the same weekend. So that's what we're testing this for the first time this weekend and see how it falls out.
And also the season is really, as I said in my intro, is really kicking off. We started in December with those two prologue races in Bad Gastein, but this is really when it starts. Three races and right away, back to back this one, and then La Diagonela, Machalonga and all that. So now, after the break, I think you had a little bit of time to kind of mull it over. What are you now expecting from this season 16? You know, what's your hopes, dreams, goals?
I mean, as always, I mean, the athletes are in focus, and when we tested the new what we call flat ITT in Bad Gastein, there was one of the ideas was to give the arena, open up the arena for different physiological qualities, and we see that fell out that way. They have two new winners on the flat ITT, and that's a little bit what we always want to see. New stars coming up. It's always fun fighting with the old stars, of course. So I mean, that's why I keep doing the sport, is because the love of the athletes and the sport that we are in. So that's my expectation. A lot of interesting races, a lot of big fights, and yeah, you never know what will come. It's the unexpected, I guess, as well.
And I think this weekend will definitely show us or present us on two different races and a lot of drama and action there. But let's take a look at the maps. You know, as I said, two different races. One is long, 60K, and the other one is shorter, but really tough one. But let's take a look at the first one, you know, the Saturday's race, Zinnen, the race that used to be called Pustetal Ski Marathon. But this has been in the calendar before as well.
Yeah, it's been with us for some while now, and of course we've been testing back to back here too with the Prato Piazza Sunday event, where we have not forgot about. We still long a little bit to have that one back in the calendar, but this year it's no big changes. I think this is maybe the most I would say underestimated race for recreational skiers, because it's really a fantastic course. Unbelievable nature that you go through all the way up in where the start is in XVI, which is called in German, and then the nature park in the Dolomites, and then we go down to have the sprint in Nordic Arena as always, and go up to close to Cimabanque. We call it Cimabanque, but it's actually not the real location of Cimabanque, but we always had that name on the climb. And then, but it's no change. It's the same place as we always have. And then we go back to the finish in Niederdorf and or Villa Bassa in Italian. And we have a news there is that we are changing every year. We've been searching for the right finish of this event in Niederdorf together with LOC, and we are now moving the finish to the other side of the railway course, and hopefully we can get it in the right direction. This is where we have a little bit struggle this year because they had quite a little snow and they had some wet days. Now it was raining a lot in the lower parts yesterday, so they have a little bit issues with the last part. But I know they are working quite hard to make as good as possible the finish in Niederdorf. So I guess that's the race to come. It's a race that has more or less everything.
And also, I think it's worth mentioning that this part of the course is the same as they used to Tour de Ski this winter. So it's definitely going to be interesting. Good. Let's.
And then the Tour de Ski starts, of course, in the sprint, the Nordic Arena, and goes halfway up to Cimabanque and back. But it's also a lot of similarities with Tobla Cortina, that race, which also starts in Nordic Arena, plus minus a little bit before that, but that goes up to Cimabanque and then continues over to Cortina those years where it's possible. So it has a lot of similarities with different ski events.
Indeed, and that also used to be part of Ski Classics Pro Tour in the past. But then Sunday's race, the skiers move from that location to another one, to La Venosta.
Yeah, and this is a location we really like a lot. It's absolutely in northern Sweden. There's a place called Tiensu in Finnish. That means where the road ends, doesn't it? But Teemu, you're Finnish.
Yes, it is. That's what it means.
So Tiensu is north of Kiruna, and this is pretty much the Tiensu of Italy, because it's really where the road ends. So it's actually nothing there, and it's really nice nature, good conditions, and we like the ITT format as a complement to the normal big races. And starting Capron going upwards, it looks a little bit too nice on this profile, I would say, because it's a tough uphill and in a short distance. And what's new this year is that we have a climb, which I had last year also at the Melago Alm at the top, but then we continue the race downhill in some serpentines to finish off in the city, it's a little bit over lifting Melago to higher. It's a small village, and we are finishing there inside close to a cafe called Eversytte. So it's bringing them down to where the roads actually end. So it's a little bit better logistics, but also we think that it's a long climb till the climb position all the way from the start, but then it's actually a downhill flat section. So it's not for sure that the fastest one to the climb will actually be the fastest one to the finish. And that gives a little bit extra flavor, I think, to the Sunday event.
And also, I think the flavor is that it's a really high altitude. They climb almost to 2,000 meters. That's pretty tough.
Yeah, and if you see the ascent, there is 350 ascent meters in 10K. That's quite a lot.
That is quite a lot. Then questions for David from the floor, the media people. Please go ahead. Remember to raise your hand. Well, while we're waiting, okay, now we get Anders Blomqvist. Always takes a while. Good. Anders, please go ahead.
Hello, David.
Anders.
Hello. Is it possible to get the course profile in Melago in a different way, which shows the climb a little bit better for the production?
We can see what we can do.
Yeah, thank you.
Any more questions before we move on? Well, I have one for you before I let you go. We talked about the season and this weekend, and this is something that I quite often tend to ask you. But your favorite to win, the champion. I'll be talking about the champion, of course, the number one, men and women.
Oh, that's a tough question because it's so open this year, and it's of course The usual suspect, as you call them, they are there, and very, very nice to see Emil back to where we want to see him, showing great form, I think, already in Badgerstein, and be interesting to follow him down already this weekend, and to have Amund showing that he probably took a step forward already from last year in the men's side. So, and that with on the women's side with Fleten being still at the top, and then also interesting flavors behind with both Anikken and Stina. So it's and many more. So it's a lot of good skiers, and I just want the best one to win, Temo. You know it.
Indeed, and good that you brought up Amund Riege as one of the favorites because he will be next. So thank you very much, David. Good luck there. Have a good weekend. I'm pretty sure that this will be, as always, a great weekend for all of us and for you guys and the organizers. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Temo. Bye-bye.
And as I said, we should move on to Amund Riege. How are you doing? And welcome.
Hello. Hi.
Hey, so how are you feeling after the break? I mean, you won the first race. I think it was pretty great to go and take a break after a victory, correct?
Yeah, thank you. It was a nice start, and yeah, now it's some weeks ago. So yeah, just been trying to train good and keep the momentum. So yeah, will be fun to start again.
Speaking of which, what have you done over the break, Christmas time, New Year's time, and training-wise as well?
Yeah, we went home after Badgerstein to Oslo and celebrate Christmas in Norway, and then we went to Misurina, where we currently are now with the team, right before New Year's Eve. So we've been here for yeah, almost 10 days now, preparing, and yeah, just try to train good, but yeah, don't overdo things. And yeah, we've been in altitude now, so trying to yeah, get some altitude before the races. So will be interesting to see how it goes.
So you guys are ready for this weekend. So questions for Amund. Please go ahead and raise your hand. Max Östlund, please go ahead. Your turn.
Hello, Amund. Max Östlund, Leng.se here.
Hi.
Of course, the obvious question now is that you have the yellow champion bib. Is that something you are planning to keep, and will that be your role and main goal in Team Ramudden for this season?
Yeah, obviously I hope to keep it. I don't try to think too much about it, but I want to continue to perform well, and yeah, it was a good start, so it's really cool to wear the yellow bib. But yeah, right now I think the whole team will take one race at a time, and we want to perform well as a team. So I don't think it's a real big difference, but of course I want to keep it.
Okay, so you guys have a really strong team, and we also heard from your pro team director Gustav Korsken that Alfred Buskvis is like the road captain, if you translate the cycling role to your team. I'm thinking about Herman and Thomas Joly perhaps. Then what do you think their roles will be?
I think it will depend on the races, and like this Saturday's race will be yeah. Hopefully we can like have the whole team up in the leading group, and yeah, Alfred is nice to have because he's smart in the group, and Thomas is of course really fast in the finish. So the goal is to have at least the two of us in the sprint, and then I think we can do very well. And Herman is probably better in the uphill, and hopefully if he's in good shape, he can maybe try to either set the pace himself or go with the breakaway. So yeah, it's all about who has the day, and it's not so big differences that way. But yeah, we have a little bit different like strengths, so we try to play on that.
Okay. The last question, you had a really excellent shape in Badgerstein, and how have you been training, and how have you been able to maintain that good shape into this weekend?
Yeah, I hope I maintain the shape at least, but yeah, yeah, obviously the shape was good in Badgerstein, so I went home and I did yeah, just pretty normal training, some intervals here and there, and tried to have a good volume around that. But yeah, I don't either don't have like tried to do something really fancy either. It's just about keeping it up and try to have the good shape over January.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Max. And then Anders Blomqvist, do you have a question for Amund Riege?
Hey, Amund.
Hey.
Reflecting to the weekend in Bad Gastein, how do you think about the two races that you did there? When you think about it, what's your story?
Yeah, it was a really good start for me. And the first race, the individual race was it was like to be on the podium there was really good. I thought it was like it's hard to know on that type of race, so I was really happy with third place, and that also gave me good confidence in front of the race on the Sunday. So I just tried to be offensive, and I knew I was in good shape, but it's like it can vary from day to day. But it was really nice to like have that good day and really good skis, and then also good result from that. So really happy with the start.
Were you under pressure when Axel went so hard on the last lap, or did you have control all the way?
Yeah, I was really under pressure. I don't think the cameras maybe showed it, but underway or like half of it on a lap, I lost some meters to him because I was like totally full of like cramps in my upper body. But then it just started to get better, and I managed to close the gap. So and then when I was like in touch with him on the top, I knew I had like good chances, but it was crucial some parts there.
And then coming to the finish, were you confident, or what was your thoughts at that time?
No, because when I saw that there was a Lager skier behind me, I didn't know who it was, but then I saw it was Emil, and then I knew that okay, he's really hard to beat in those finishes. So I was not confident at all, but I just felt I had a little bit more power, and I could I had a good position in there, and I was for sure not sure how that I would beat him, but it was like exactly as I hoped for. So that was really nice.
When did you feel that you had it?
Just the last 2 seconds of the race. It was I was some meters behind Emil, so it's like I didn't really think that was possible to go to catch him, but it was like with the smallest possible margin. So that was really cool.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anders, and also thank you, Amund Riege, and good luck, for this weekend. Let's see if you can repeat the feat and win again.
I hope so.
You.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us, and
Bye.
good luck. Bye.
Bye.
And we are moving on to the next person in line from Lager 157 ski team, Emil Persson.
Hi.
Hey, good to see you again, and Happy New Year.
Yeah, nice to hear you.
So you bounced back. We talked about it before, Bad Gastein. You were a little bit maybe uncertain about your shape and all that, but definitely second place and really close to Amund there. How do you feel right now? Do you feel that this will be a good season?
Yeah, I feel I have a better start this year, this winter. That was important for me to have that nice feeling and go away with Bad Gastein with a podium. So I just could train easily and just don't take it quite easy in this Christmas and New Year, and like just to build some little better shape and a little better, hope to be just a little bit stronger this upcoming races. So I think it's gonna be good.
And what about the Saturday's race? You've done well in this particular race before. So your expectations or hopes for this Saturday and Sunday, of course. But
I like the course here in the Zinnen ski marathon. It suits me quite well. Not the steepest uphill and quite fast the last 15k, like the high speed races, and invites to do a hard race. And then I just hope to have a lot of power to the to the last kilometers, then we will see. I think I have a good chance to be up there, but you can't say it out in advance. And maybe on the Sunday, you just have to. Yeah, it's a very different race from Saturday. You have to do all by yourself and put out all you got in what is it, 10, 12 kilometers. So very different. But yeah, if I have a good shape and a good body and good skis, I think I can do quite good there too. So we'll see.
We'll see. That remains to be seen. But then questions for Emil. Max Östlund, please go ahead.
Hello, Emil. You were placed 30 on the last ITT. I'm just wondering, a little bit curious, were you affected by the altitude in Badgerstein, the first race, and how much did that affect your final position?
Yeah, it was my first race this season. So last time I had a bib on was like in August. So that was quite new, and that was special. Like I like to do some races. Problems like in Bruksvallarna and Gjerde there with the team. So I didn't have the best preparation. So I thought that I felt that the ITT in Badgerstein was good to like get that face slap and wake up call to Sunday's race. So I think it will be better this Sunday.
Okay, so my next question is then, it looked like you struggled a little bit in the early parts of the criterium race, but then you like just forced your way up to in the field and then finished second. Did your body feel like it was capable of a podium place, or was your head just that strong that day? Or can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, I think I started a little bit off, but I grew into it and felt that I like the last 2 laps. It felt really good. So then I maybe this can go all the way, and managed to do it. So really happy with that, and to have like the skis, the head, and the shape, all 3 play together, then it can be good.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Max. And then Anders Blomqvist, your turn.
Hey, Emil.
Hello.
How did you react on the 2 races in Badgerstein? Was it good days after that, or what happened?
Yeah, I have had a quite good Christmas break. Like done not the most training, but did some nice intervals with good numbers and some longer sessions. So felt that I have balanced it quite well, and had some really good sessions here in Antholz now with the team. So yeah, looking forward to this upcoming weekend.
You have been able to train exactly what you want to do in this period?
Yeah, I set up a plan with my coach and followed it. So I'm happy with that. So just hope that I did the right thing.
And the plan, is that really good form now in this weekend, or is the plan to be in really good form reaching Möchalonga, or what's the plan?
Yeah, it's like it's a little bit build up to. This is like the 3rd race this season, so maybe I'll just like get a race in the calendar and get the race in the body to build a better shape to La Diagonela and Möchalonga and the rest of the winter. So I just like in Badgerstein to have a good result, but not the best body. That would be very good this week. Then I will be very happy.
Thank you and good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anders Blomqvist. And then moving on to Ingeborg Schebe. Your turn.
Hi. I had a question. given that you had a rough season last year, what has been the key to turn around and get such a good kick or a killer start to this season?
Oh, yeah, just go back and focus on like what have I done right the seasons before, and what did I like do wrong last season. So just like try to go back a few steps and make it more simpler and more easy, and do what I usually respond well to, and then I think that had helped me, and yeah, try to be positive. And
so what did you add and what did you take away?
Yeah, it's not like I added or taken away just specific things. So it's the bigger picture, to have a better like balance in your head and in the training, and do it more like hand in hand and not like against each other. And yeah, just maybe listen to my body better this year than last year.
So what are some of the things that some of the signals that you've been listening to, and what have you done when you've noticed them?
Like I left the training camp in Båstad with the team. It sucks to leave the team in a training camp, because you know that's a very good. It's gonna be a very good training week, and it's important for the winter. But I felt like after one day that, oh shit, I'm not in the shape, and I have a my body was way off that I like it. So I just went home and laid on the sofa. That's like one thing. So maybe I've been better on that this year than last year.
So have you had those kind of things that you done also after you started the race season about a month ago? Have you the 4 weeks that's been between the races now?
No, now I felt that my body was in good positions, like taking all in the training, and responded well to it. So then I don't have to rest like I did, yeah, in the summer and the autumn.
Does it feel hard to rest when you feel like you're not in shape? Is it hard to take that time and allow yourself to do that, or would it be easy to think that what I need is train harder?
Yeah, that's like you always want to train harder, but that's like, I think that's the different to a lot of people, that they be on the top of the podium and be not on the top of the podium, is that the number one guys often is very good to take a rest when they need it, and very good to listen to the body.
So were you better at that when you won everything?
Yeah, I think so. So I just have to keep that in mind this winter.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing it. It'll be fun.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ingeborg. And then we have Jakob Hård before we move on. Please go ahead and ask your question.
Hey, Emil. Just wanted to know, how long have you been in Antols?
Yeah, we arrived here last Wednesday, so a couple of days now, a week now. So it's gonna be like 9 days before the race starts. So
Perfect. Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you, Jakob, and thank you, Emil, and good luck. Let's see if you can keep up the good pace there this weekend as well, and good luck for the weekend and for the whole season.
Thank you. See you.
See you. Thank you. And we're moving on to the next soldier or hero in line, Axel Jutterström from Team Eksjöhus. Good to have you here, Axel. How are you doing?
Hello. Yeah, I'm doing okay.
You're doing well. So how was your break? We've been talking about breaks and training. So what did you do?
Yeah, I had a good Christmas and New Year. I've been training well and
the training, what I've been planning to do, and the shape has also felt like it's been good, and I also done some smaller competitions in Grönklitt, and everything has been going good until Monday, when I started to feel a little bit sick, and I had a little fever since then.
How are you feeling right now? Are you okay?
Feel okay, but not 100% good.
Well, let's hope that you get over it. Then questions for Axel. So Ingeborg, I see that you have raised your hand. You have a question?
No, I forgot to lower my hand. Sorry.
That's what I've figured. Anders Blomqvist, you have raised your hand.
Hey, Axel.
Yeah.
Are you going to compete this weekend, or what's the situation?
I hope I will manage to start this weekend, but I don't know for sure yet. We'll have to see the next few days if I'll manage it or not.
Are you down in high altitude in Europe, or are you at home?
Yeah, I've been in Vltava with the team, and when I started to feel bad, I moved down to the valley, Vltava. So now I'm on lower altitude, but still in Italy.
Okay, shitty situation. What did you feel about the race in Grönklitt? Was Alvar really strong, or what happened?
Yeah, Alvar was really strong there. It was a good race to get hard from the start and all the way. So yeah, the main thing there was to get a hard session from that and not the result. So I was happy with that.
You had comparable skis also, or was it a difference?
Yeah, hard to say. I didn't test against them, so I don't know.
Okay. What's your thoughts thinking about Bad Gastein? You really put the pressure on the last lap. Was that exactly as you planned, or could you have done anything else, or is that the way you're gonna ski this winter?
The plan was to try to make a gap and try to go solo, and that didn't succeed all the way, but I felt really good and kept pressure on the other guys, so felt like it was really close, and I will be taking that with me, and that if I'll try a little bit more or get some more chances, it will eventually go all the way.
Yeah, you're really impressed. I hope you get well.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anders Blomqvist, and then Max Östlund. Your turn. Please go ahead.
Hello, Axel. On Sunday, it's the second individual time trial in Ski Classics. I'm just curious, how do you find these ITT races suit you?
I think they suit me quite well. There's the one in Bad Gastein compared to this one in Venosta is kind of different, because the first one was just flat and this one is mostly uphill. So I think I like this course better when it's a lot uphill. And I had a good result there last year, so I think that course should suit me well if I get to start there.
Okay. And also, do you think there's a difference between like Ski Classics ITTs and the regular traditional individual starts, if you know what I mean?
Yeah, it is, because the Ski Classics ITTs are usually on a one loop course, or like either they're flat or they're like they're not like on a circuit where you go laps in steep hills like you do in traditional. So there's still the distance is the same, but they're quite different anyway.
Yeah. Okay, my last question is: we know you've been competing in Grönklitt, but have you been doing any some other traditional skiing to like mix up your double poling? I know that you do that a lot, but have you been doing that since Bad Gastein?
Just a little bit. I've also did the skating race in Grönklitt, and I also did a small race in Östersund, Daniel Karlsson's minne, was also skating. And besides that, it's just some easy sessions here and there, but mostly just double polling.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Max, and also thank you, Axel. And let's hope that you get well, of course. And I know that you're excited about the weekend and want to race, but sometimes that happens. That you get sick. But good luck there for the weekend, and see you soon. Take care.
Thank you. Thank you.
And we are moving on to the next one from the same team as Axel Jutterström, Jeremy Royer. Good to have you there. How are you doing? All good?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Good, good. You were the best Central European skier in Bad Gastein at the Criterium race. What are now your goals, for this weekend and also for the whole season?
My goal for the whole season is fight for the pink belt, and I don't have a goal for just this weekend, but maybe do the best race and see the result after.
And have you trained well, with the, the break?
Yeah, I have a very good training during the Christmas break. A lot of snow at home, so it's very good for the training.
That's always good to hear that you have a lot of snow there. And then questions for Jeremy. Max Östlund, please go ahead.
Hello, Jeremy. I'm just a little bit curious about your role in the team. If do you have a specific role, like going for the pink bib or something like that?
No, I don't have a specific role. I think I don't have guys have the specific role during the race. Just try to compete together and have the best result for the team. And maybe if it's possible to have like 2 or 3 people compete for one, and these guys can win, that is the best plan for the team. But I don't have a role specifically because I fight for the team bid.
Okay, so my next question is then, who in your team is making the decisions during the race, like go for this sprint, catch up to that group, or do you have that person in your team, like a road captain?
Maybe the world captain is Vebjörn, but he had the role before the race, and it's just a guy, and Vebjörn compete for sometime for the sprint. But I think these guys catch the group, or it's the fitting between the guys during the race. And if one guy is go in the front, the other stay in the front of the group. So I think it's just the fitting during the race and stick together before the race to don't have the same action in the same time.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Max. And then Anders Blomqvist, you're next.
Hello, Jeremy.
Hello.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Where is home, and who has been your trainer before Mart, and what's your really strength as a skier?
And I'm from in France, in the Alps.
Yes.
Next to the big city is Grenoble, and I live in Hautran. It's a little village in 1,000 meters. And what is the other question? Sorry.
Also, who has been your trainer before Marte, and what's your strength as a skier? What's your really strong parts?
I don't understand the first question. Sorry. What's Marte?
Who was your trainer before you entered the Eksjöhus, and Marte is your trainer, as I guess she is now. Yeah.
Yeah, but when I arrive in the Eksjöhus, I'm very happy to have Marte like a coach. He gave me a very good training plan and some tips to be
and before
better
her,
skier.
who trained you
it's
before?
Team Nordic Experience. Maxim
Okay.
Gröner.
Yeah.
And he stayed 2 years in the Team Nordic experience. And before the Team Nordic experience, I stayed in the local team.
Yeah.
At the Verco team. And
Yeah.
when I'm junior, I compete in the French team.
Yeah. And your strength as a skier?
What is about strength?
What is your strong parts as a skier? Is it climbing or high speed in finishes, or what's
I think
your?
I think I'm better in climb, but I hope I can be the best in the flat part and the sprint. But I think I'm better in climb.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Anders Blomqvist, and then Jakob Hård, your turn.
Hello, Jeremy. I'd like to know. I'd like to know how did you experience the race, the criterium in Bad Gastein? You were in a very good position after the second climb, and still number 12 is good. But tell us a little bit of how you experienced the race and how it was for you.
Yeah, I'm very happy. It's my best personal result, and my shape is very good in Bad Gastein. But I'm not very happy about this result because I fight all the time for a position like 5, 6. In the last loop, a big group catch Karin and me, and I finished last of the sprint. So I finished 12, and I fight for top 6. So my shape is very good, and I think I do a very good race, but I'm not very happy about this result. So I will see for the next races. I hope it's better for me.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jakob, and thank you, Jeremy. Let's see if you can really break it to the top 6 this weekend, and good luck there. Thank you very much for joining us. And we are moving on to the next one. We should have Max Novak from Team Aker Daehlie there. How are you doing, Max? Do we have a Max Novak there? Ready to join us? Well, still looking for him. Maybe then we move on to the next person in line, as we have gone through all the guys in our roster there. We should have then Emilie Fleten from Team Ramudden. Are you there? Do we have either Max Novak or Emilie Fleten? Ready to join us? Then I can see at least Anikken. You should be there.
I'm here.
You are there. Good. Anikken. Good. How are you doing? How was your break?
I'm doing well. It's been a good break. I've been training okay. Had some few days I was sort of thought I would have a cold, but I didn't. So that was good. Probably first time I haven't been sick during Christmas. So I'm pretty happy about what I've been doing, and it's been a great start here in Livigno with the team.
So you feel that the podium is calling you this weekend?
I will still take every weekend for what it is and see what I can do. I don't have the biggest expectations, but I will do what I can, and hopefully it feels good.
All right, good. And then questions for Anikken. Anders Blomqvist, please go ahead.
Hey, Anikken.
Hi.
A really amazing first weekend for you, coming back into the ski classics after your injury. Did you get any reactions at all after the races, or what was your feeling after?
No, it was. It's been fine. I was a little bit tired, but nothing special. Yeah, yeah, I got like a little swelling, but it's nothing that would harm anything for these competitions.
Have you digested the results from that weekend yet, or are you still thinking about it?
No, I had an exam the day after, so my thoughts went fast over to that one. And I think that was good. And now it's new races, and what has been has been. So
okay. You have a lot of thoughts going downhill with your knee. Has something happened during the Christmas and New Year's break, or is it still the same?
it's a little bit better, but I think I have. It's still a process to feel 100% comfortable, but it's been a little bit better. I have days where I feel pretty good or more like normal, but I'm still weak and I don't have more flexibility than I had, maybe 1 degree more, but I feel a little bit more safer than I have. In Balgarstein, it was pretty easy downhills. The downhills begins now in January, and then it goes on to more heavier hills. So it will be interesting and it will be challenging.
Yeah, I was coming to that. The first downhill in Zinnen is a little bit tricky with high speed and also a lot of curves. Is it something that bothers you, or you think it will be okay?
It will be in the back of my mind. I will probably not be going as fast as I have in the past few years. It's something I love the downhills and I love curves and I love to get high speed. So I've always tried to get better and do it more often. So it will be in the back of my mind and I will think about it, but I think I will be safer when I get to the start line, and I will for sure test it on Friday.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Alnæs, and also for the media people out there. We are now running a little bit behind, so please keep your questions quite short, so we can move on. And so that Max has joined us as well. But then I see that Ingeborg, you are next, and then Max after that. For Anikken.
Yeah, hi, Anikken. Yeah, great to see you back again. That means that the races actually didn't kill you last time, so that's good. Have you adjusted your training plan after the races in Balgarstein, based on how your performance was and how your body responded to that?
I went back home doing exactly what I have been doing, because obviously what I've been doing has worked pretty good, and it wasn't any snow at home. So, but after that, I've been skiing more because that's what I need. I need to ski, and I need to have the skis on, and I need to ski downhill. So I've been doing that a little bit more.
Yeah, so I was wondering, have you needed to cut back? Have you been able to add more training? And what's the plan charging ahead?
Right now I'm on schedule. I'm back to the same things I did last year. So
Sweet.
But it's still a lot of rehab work.
And you mentioned to Anders just recently that just now that you are a little more cautious on the downhills, which has been your really big strength. Are you working on developing other parts of your skiing to make up for the advantages that you had for being such a great balance, having been such a great skier on downhills and tricky terrain?
I haven't thought so much about it, but I've definitely developed the strength of like working hard over a longer period of time. So but that's nothing. It's been natural because it's what I have been able to do. Nothing like I wouldn't done anything different if I wouldn't have been injured, but more of it had been on the erg and the treadmill more than on roller skis and skis. So I think I'm stronger in the uphills and I could last for a longer time at this point than I have the prior years.
Oh, that's exciting. We're looking forward to see that. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Ingeborg. And then Max Östlund, your turn.
Hello, Anikken. Just a short question. You're placed second now in both the sprint and in the champion competition. What will your main goal or main focus be this season?
My main goal will be to be on the start line. That's what I've been working towards, just starting the races. And at this point, I will try to get a better overall spot than the sprint because it's not working that well in the sprints at the moment. And I will just try to do the races and feel good. That's the main goal.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Max. And I also see that Adela, you have a question before we move on.
Hi, Anikken. Your story is really impressive. How did you celebrate your first victory in Ski Classics?
I didn't. I celebrated with preparing for my exam. So I had an exam on Monday, and then I stayed at the hotel one more night without the team, and then I went home and started doing the work for this period. So we will have to celebrate after the season, I think.
Great, congrats.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And thank you, Anikken, very much for joining us, and good luck, for the weekend and for the whole season there, and see you later.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And now we are moving on back to Max Novak. Now you should be there and available. There you are. You are muted. If you just turn your microphone on, please. Now we can hear you. All right. Good to have you here, Max. So are you ready to rock and roll this weekend? I mean, this is something we always talk about, that you have so much potential and promise. When will you really win a race?
I won a race though, but I see your point.
Win again.
I don't know. I hope this season, of course. I haven't had like any more reason than seasons before to believe it. The training hasn't like been that great, but maybe that's what I needed to not like have that good of a training season, and then the results will come.
That could be the trick. We'll see. But then questions for Max. Anders Blomqvist, please go ahead.
Hey, Max.
Tjena.
How was your reaction after the races in Bad Gastein, and what have you been doing for the Christmas and New Year's break?
Well, the results were like, and the feeling was pretty good. I had maybe like I could have gotten something better out of the Sunday. Was pretty disappointed in myself that we like chose to gamble a little bit and go hard from start, but I don't know, that was kind of naive. So I just hope to build on that feeling, and even though the training hasn't been, I've been pretty like tired, but during the holidays, but I don't know, when I go intervals and train hard sessions, I've been doing pretty good. So it's pretty weird. It's like 2 good days and then 2 bad days, and that's been the case all autumn, and even now during the winter.
You had some problems with your skis last season, or the team had some problems. Are you confident that you have solved that issue now? And does the work that the waxing team is doing feels good now?
Yeah, they've all done a lot of job, like working a lot with the skis, so that's not been the problem. It's been like I don't know. I think I'm not feeling confident, but I think that's good to not feel like you should always strive to like get better and not be too like content with what you have. So yeah, we're doing ski tests and everything all the time. So yeah, we're doing a great job and staying humble.
Is there any differences with what you did last year, the work you're doing during into the races?
Nah, not for me so much. I tried to like not focus too much on the skis last year. There was like yeah, too much focus on that. I felt that it was just and it got negative because we had so much problems. But yeah, we managed to turn the ship around during the last races, and yeah, I hope we continue on that. We had pretty good skis in Bad Gastein, so yeah, just hope we can continue with that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Anders. And then Adela, your turn.
Hi, Max. It's been 3
All right.
years since you won in Pustertal ski marathon.
Yeah.
Your first and until now last victory in ski classics. How do you remember this moment, and what has to come together to repeat it again this weekend?
Yeah, it was a great feeling, of course. Something I had been working towards for a long time. Hadn't even managed the podium before that, so I just took all those things at once. Yeah, it was special. I had like really good skis, good feeling, and I think I've like seen the like finish sometimes after, and I still don't understand how I could win it, because I was in the front for the last 3 kilometers, and yeah, the only thing I know is that I can't do like that, because that should be possible to stay in the front for the last time. So yeah, I just hope to have a good skis, some luck, and a good feeling. Then I'll be there to compete at least.
Cool. And one more question. Last year, you had your best results mainly in the second half of your season. What was it the plan, or what's your plan for this winter?
Yeah, that's correct. But I think if I like I think I had my like best shape as well in the end, because but I think that was because we had like some difficulties with the skis during the first part of the season, especially during the races here in Europe, and that like motivated me to like just keep pushing, because I wanted to get some results and show how good I am. So I think that was why I had so good focus and trained a lot in the end of the season. So I think that was why. And I learned some like new things about my body and my training. So I've used that to yeah, prepare myself for this season, and to yeah, be in my best shape during the Grand Classics, I hope.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you,
Thanks.
Adela. And then Max Östlund, stage is yours.
Hello, Max. I just want
Tjena.
to elaborate a little bit on the last question from Adela there. You told me earlier that you have been like pushing the shape to arrive a little bit later in the season than last year. Not like in the late season, but not to arrive early in the summer. How do you think that tactic plays out so far?
Well, the thing is, I to like push the shape, I'm like not pushing. Like haven't like been training as much as I did before because that's what gets me in shape. So it's not been that hard to to not get in shape. But yeah,
Okay.
I had some good races during the summer. But yeah, that was mainly I think because yeah, we had some good trainings right before, and yeah, I felt that like I got a pretty good answers in Bad Gastein. Pretty good feeling, but yeah, pretty good results as well. So if that's my like something of my where I'm going from, that's good.
Okay.
So hope to build on that.
Nice. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thanks.
Maxis. Thank you, Östlund, for your question, and
Thanks.
Novak for your insight, and good luck there. Let's see if we can reach the podium and your second victory as well. Good luck there for the weekend.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you. And then we should have Emilie Fleten, Team Ramudden, ready to join us. Hello. Is everything okay over there, wherever you are?
Yeah, everything is good.
Where are you, by the way?
I'm in Misurina, as the same place as Amund and the
All
rest.
right. And getting ready. So how was your break? We've been talking about the breaks and trainings. Did everything go according to your plan over the break?
Yeah, I think my Christmas break was really good. I was just home in Östersund and did some good training, not trying to overdo anything. Like my focus was to have some good intervals and like feeling that my shape was improving. So I think it's been good.
So you are ready to win again. So questions for Emilie? Anders Blomqvist, please go ahead.
Hey, Emilia.
Hello.
What's your reflections after the Bad Gastein weekend? The both races. What's your own opinion of your results and also the competitors?
Yeah, I was a little bit unsure of my shape before I left because I was ill a week there before, and then I only had 1 week with training before I went to altitude. So I was a little bit unsure, and I think the Saturday was good feeling, but maybe not the best result I had hoped for. So on Sunday, I was like, I had a plan to push hard on the after the second sprint, but I was a little bit surprised that I got a gap and was able to win. But I think also like my shape was good, but not the best in Bad Gastein. But I also think that Bad Gastein suits me really well with the altitude, and I can like push hard, but not extremely hard for a long time. And I think, yeah, that suits me well. At the same time, I think now this weekend, I think this course is going to suit Anikken and Stina especially better. I think it's going to be high speed and not the same type of race. So I think it will be harder to win on Saturday.
Your own shape, will you say it's a little bit better than it was in Bad Gastein, you think, or what's your opinion?
Yeah, I think my shape is better now than was in Bad Gastein. I think I've trained, had some good intervals, and yeah, I felt like my shape has been improving. So, but we'll see. This is a new race. Now we're gonna go long, so we'll see if the shape is really good. But I think it's better now. Yes.
Okay, last question. You have chosen, I mean, you were a little bit sick maybe in Bruksvallen, but you've chosen not to do any other races. Is that your plan, or is it just that you didn't find anyone that suited you?
Yeah, more like that. I would really like to compete. I think competing is like improving the shape. So, but I wasn't able to do it before we left to Bad Gastein, and in the Christmas time now, I just focused on being home in Östersund, and it wasn't that many days to be home. I think I was home for 12 days, and then I just wanted to rest and not travel so much and do some quality training. So that's the main reason why I haven't competed more.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anders Blomqvist, and then Ingeborg Scheve, your turn.
Hi, Emilia. Cool to see you back now. I'm wondering what it's like. You guys moved in, you and Emil moved in together this fall, and half a year into that experience, what is it like to train, live, and breathe skiing 24/7?
Yeah, I think it's, of course, it has its positive and negative sides, but I think it's really good to have like the person you care about also knows and understands what you're doing, and I think we understand each other, and yeah, we can when we're out traveling for example, for a month, we're in the same place, so we can see each other sometimes in between, and I think it's nice to have that like understanding for each other, that now we're going to go away for a long time, and that's okay. We're both focused on what we're going to do and race and our job. So I think it's really good to have a person that understand.
But yeah, I know what you say. I see what you say, but I'm thinking like exactly what you were pointing out. Like you're in the same place, but you're together, but you're not living together, and you're with your team and he's with his team. And does it feel bizarre?
No, I think we're so we live this life for so long. So I think, and we know what we're up for. So I think I'm just happy that I can see his face sometimes this month. So no, I think it's really good. Of course, it would be nice to see each other more, but I think we both know what we're doing and what the main goal is now, and it's to race fast. So yeah.
So yeah, and then along those lines, though, so what have you taught Emil, and will you teach him everything, or will you keep some secrets?
Yeah, I think we not teaching each other, but I think we discuss training and trying to learn from each other. I think we're quite different in many ways, so I think we can learn from each other.
Is there a specific thing that you have picked up from him that's been the success factor for you?
Yeah, it's several things, but I think I'm keep that to my heart. I think I learned from Emil a lot. I think he's of course he's a really good skier, but also a really nice person. So it's I don't know. I try to learn from him and pick up some good tips here and there.
And,
all right.
And you won't tell us, because then that will be a trade secret.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
all right.
good.
Thank you. We need to move on as we are really running quite late. Thank you, Emilia. Thank you, and good luck there, of course, for this weekend and for the whole season, as you are, of course, fighting for the places there every time. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we are now moving on to the skier from XVI Vltava Fund Team, Hedda Bångman. Hedda, how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
You're doing
Thank
great.
you.
So are you happy with your start in Bad Gastein, 5th place there? Was that something that you wanted to have, expected to have, and needed to have?
Yeah, that was a very good result. I'm very happy with that one, because I think the race wasn't perfect for me. So I'm very happy that I managed to finish 5th there.
And you are hoping a lot for this weekend, I assume.
Yeah, I'm feeling good. So I think it's going to be a fun weekend.
It should be. And then questions for Hedda. Anders Blomqvist, your turn.
Hey, Hedda.
Hey.
You really look strong this season. Have you done a lot of things during the training year that gives you that position?
yeah, it feels like I've taken like another step and that I'm like a stronger skier this year. Yeah, I had a very good summer and I did a lot of base training and was doing like a long, easy workouts, but I was out for many hours. And then in the fall, when I had the clinical work and more school, then I've done like shorter workouts and more intensive training and more like interval training. So yeah, I think apparently that has been like a good combination.
Yeah, it really looks like that. Do you feel anything in your foot that you broke last year, or is it totally healed?
No, it's totally fine. I think it took me maybe like 6 or 7 months. I started to run in like June and it was like a little bit stiff and sore at the beginning, but then I think like at the end of June I started doing some trail running and that worked like pretty good, and then it was pretty good from July, and now I'm feeling like now it's totally fine.
Yeah, you can return to Venosta without too bad feelings then.
Yeah, we'll see. But we are not gonna go in that downhill, right? It's just uphill.
Yeah. Last question. You really did well in Bad Gastein, but you didn't think the race was perfect. You had some problems there. Can you tell us a little bit about them?
Yeah. I think first of all, I think my skis weren't like perfect. I felt like, especially going like in those fast downhills, I had a feeling that I was like losing a little bit compared to the other skiers I was skiing around. And then I lost my hat after like 3K or something. And I got very cold, especially the last 2 loops. So I don't know how much that affects, but it's still like annoying to be cold. And then I think like with the nutrition too, I felt like the sports drink weren't like perfectly mixed, and there were like some small details that was not like perfect, but it's hard to tell how much that was affecting the results. But yeah, I think like the skis were like maybe like the biggest problem or whatever. But yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Anders. And then Max Östlund, your turn.
Hello, Hedda.
Hey.
I have a question. Do you have a specific goal or like a specific focus this year, like some sort of bib or any race that you aim extra for?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think Vasaloppet is like my biggest goal because that's like the biggest competition you can do. Or else I think it's to like focus on one race at a time and do the best out of every race, kind of.
Okay, so which race do you think looking forward to this weekend? Which race do you think you will perform the best in? Which do you think will suit you better?
I haven't seen the course yet for Saturday's race, so I don't know how. Yeah, I don't really know like how the course goes, but I will take a look into it. I think the time trial in Venosta will fit me well because I prefer uphill over flat parts, and it's a lot of uphill there. So yeah, I think that will be a good one. But I think, I mean, I'm feeling pretty good, so I think I can do good in both races.
Okay, so my last question is then, your team is now ranked, I think it's number 4 in the team competition. Congratulations. Is that something you talk with your teammates about?
What do you mean? Like that we should like ski together or?
No, like being in the 4th place. Like, do you see that as an achievement, being one of the smaller teams?
Yeah, that's very cool. Yeah, I think we are a very strong team actually, and I hope we can manage to stay at that place and fight for those top places. But I think we can do pretty good this season because it feels like we are a strong team and have like good skiers.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Max. And then Adela, your turn. Please go ahead.
Hi, Hedda. Your team, ED System Vltava Fund, was formed in the summer from 2 Czech teams. How did everything fit together during the first races, and what's the atmosphere in the new team?
Yeah, we have a very good team spirit. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to go to any camps this fall because I had to be in the hospital. So like in Bad Gastein was actually the first time where I met all of them, and we're a very nice group. We're a bigger team this year, but I think that's good because yeah, we can like learn from each other, and if someone has a bad day, then maybe someone else has a better day, and then we can get like a better result. So I think it's better like this actually, and it felt very good in Bad Gastein, and I'm excited for the rest of the season and see what we can accomplish together.
Okay, thank you. And you are better this season than at the beginning of last one, before your accident. Do you think that last year's injury made you mentally stronger?
Yeah, I think so. It's always good or good, but I mean, yeah, it was very hard in the moment and to like accept it and then, you know, face it and then train hard and come back and do like a comeback, because I didn't even know if I would be able to ski or race after that fracture. But yeah, I was back racing after 8 weeks, and I did like a lot of ski erg and strength training during those weeks, and then I felt like I was pretty strong when I came back, and now I feel, yeah, I think I'm like maybe like a little bit mentally stronger now from that, but yeah.
Okay, maybe one more question, if I can. You had to modify your training after your injury. Did something new fit you so well that you incorporated into your current trainings?
Yeah, the ski erg, and also I did like a lot of pull-ups when I had the cast on my ankle, and I have continued to do that. And I have done like a lot of ski erg too. I think that is like a very efficient training. So yeah, that was a good experience in that way. That I felt like I was stronger when I came back from the injury, and I have continued to train a lot in the ski erg and done a lot of pull-ups.
Okay, thank you. Good luck.
Thank you, Adela, and thank you, Hedda. Let's see if those pull-ups can take you all the way to the podium this weekend or this season. I know that's what you're shooting for. Thank you very much, and good luck there.
Thank you.
And we are now moving on to the last interviewee athlete in our roster, in our program today, Magni Smedås from Team Eksjöhus. Good to have you here. Happy New Year.
Thank you. Happy New Year's.
Speaking of being happy, I know that when I talked to you there before Bad Gastein, you were feeling a little bit uncertain about many things, actually. How do you feel now? I mean, do you feel happy? Are you ready for the season and the weekend?
Well, I feel like I'm always happy. So I don't have anything to complain about. Of course, as a skier, things could have been better, but things could also have been a lot worse. So yeah, I'm happy.
So you are excited about the weekend, of course.
Yeah, of course I am. Very excited. It will be good to start racing again after the Christmas break.
Indeed. And then questions for Magni. Anders Blomqvist, please go ahead.
Hey, Magni.
Hello.
You just told us that it could have been better as a skier. What's your problem?
No, I got sick on Christmas Eve, so I've been struggling with a sinus infection. And also I got something on my eyes on Christmas Eve. So the Christmas break was a little bit different than I had been hoping for, but I was able to train good before I got sick. And now I've been training a few hours before we went up to the altitude. So we will see this weekend. I don't think I'm one of the biggest favorites, maybe. Not after hearing how well Emilie's been training and all the others. I know my competitors have been training very well. But I also know we have some pretty strong girls in my team. So if I fail, I think there will be some other ones from Team Eksjöhus to yeah, do good performances, but no, I'm not worried. I've managed to turn things around before, and I think I could do it again. So, yeah, I'm just trying to be happy and take every day step by step.
But you're healthy now, or have you still have some issues with that cold?
No, now I'm healthy again. Yeah, it's just, yeah, my heart rate is still a bit high and my HRV is still a bit bad like it was before Christmas. So it will be exciting to see how my body responds to competing, but I feel overall pretty good. So yeah, it will be exciting.
Okay, and you're confident that you will race this weekend?
Oh yeah, definitely.
What's your plans regarding the World Championships in Trondheim and the Ski Classics and so on? Has something changed from Bad Gastein in your what you go for, or how's your situation?
Well, I was hoping my situation was better than it is, but I still have some days on me. So I think, yeah, like I said, I'm taking things day by day. I think if I am going back to Norway to race the Norwegian Championships, I would have to be in a better shape than I am today. But like I said, I've managed to turn things around before, and I have faith that I can do it again. So I guess we'll see. It all depends on how well I race this weekend, I guess.
Okay, so if you choose to go to the Norwegian Championship, when do you go back to Norway then? What's
then
the
I
plan
go back
for that?
Sunday evening.
Okay. Thank you, and hope you get well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anders Blomqvist, and then Ingeborg Schäve, your turn.
Hi, Magni. Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah. I was just wondering the same thing that Anders was about NM, and which events do you would you be able, or which events at the World Championships are you aiming for? Is it the 50K, or and what do you have to accomplish at NM to be in the question?
Well, yeah, first it's definitely the 50K. I would love to race that one. But I know that when I'm in really good shape, I can do very well on the other distances as well. So, yeah, I guess delivering good results during the Norwegian Championships would make you race more World Cup, and then depending on how you perform during the World Cups, they will select the finals girl for the last spot for the distances in the World Champs. So, yeah, I think during the Norwegian Championships, I would like to race both the 10K, the sprint, and the skiathlon.
Wow, that's a pretty hefty mouthful after 2 races back to back here.
Yeah, it is. So, but like I said, everything depends on how my shape develops the next few days and how well I race this weekend.
Yeah, because I mean, like that will be 2 races back to back, Saturday, Sunday, and then a travel that is farther than Falun to NM, and then racing again on Wednesday.
Yep. It will be tough. Yep.
Yeah,
I know.
You're a tough girl. We know you can do it. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ingeborg. Yeah, that sounds really tough, that, but let's hope that you will be able to go through that and do well, because I know that that's what you are expecting. We still have Max Östlund there before we wrap up. Please go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, I just had one short question, Magni. You told me earlier about your sleeping issues. Have you got rid of them?
No, I haven't. So, but things are a little bit better. It's going up and down. When I was sick during Christmas, things were better. But then when I started training again, it was a bit worse again. But I'm sleeping. So I feel recovered every time I wake up, and I respond well to the training. So I don't think it's anything to worry about too much.
Okay, thank you. Let's get well soon.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Max, and also thank you, Magni, and good luck there. All the best, for whichever road or track you will choose or be on, Trondheim or of the Ski Classics or both. But good luck there, and good luck for the weekend.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, and thank you all the media people joining us, all the people watching this, and as always, be ready for the weekend. It will be really exciting. 2 races back to back in Italy. We're all ready for it. See you guys then, and have a good day and have a good week and good weekend. Bye-bye.